Last week, the Norwood Police Department announced that one suspect of September's murder case has turned himself in. Chief Brooks has more.
I think as most people know, there was a fatal shooting on Sturtevant Avenue on September 19th. We began an investigation into that shooting in conjunction with the Office of the Norfolk District Attorney. We used state police assets, including the Crime Lab, Crime Scene Services, and Ballistics. As a result of our investigation with them, warrants issued for two subjects, both wanted for that murder. On October 18th, almost a month to the day after the murder, one of those two subjects, a man by the name of Anthony Loper Feaster, came to the Norwood Police Department and turned himself in on the murder warrant. He was subsequently arraigned at the Dedham District Court, and he is being held without bail. The second subject in the case, a man by the name Ernest Payne, is still wanted in connection with the murder, and we continue to seek to arrest him. Aspects of the case are still under investigation, so I can't say more. So we have one in custody, and we seek the second.
Also last week, police chiefs from around the state traveled to Norwood for the annual Massachusetts Chiefs of Police Association Conference. Chief Brooks chairs this committee that puts together the training conference.
So last week, October 19, 20, and 21, we had police chiefs and deputy chiefs at the Sheraton Four Points. Our attendance was 340. It's the largest conference ever. And for 3 days, officers in attendance heard about mental illness, suicide issues. Police and FBI from Nashville, Tennessee came in to talk to us about the Christmas Day bombing that occurred in the center of Nashville. The Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission had members there, including the chair, and talked to us about some of the changes around police reform and policing in Massachusetts. It was a great 3-day conference. The Sheraton Four Points does a fabulous job, and that's why our annual conferences are always held there. So it was nice to have the 340 police chiefs and deputy chiefs in town for those 3 days, and we'll look forward to having them back next fall.
And finally this week, the FBI hosted a training for NPD detectives and detectives of surrounding towns right here in Norwood.
And the topics largely revolved around their behavioral analysis capability, their violent criminal apprehension program, and the use of genealogy in the investigation of serial homicide and serial sexual assault. It was a very interesting day of training. It was great of the FBI to send folks out to talk to us about this sort of thing. We don't have a lot of those cases, but as in so many areas of policing, we need to be ready for it in case it comes upon us. So again, my thanks to the Bureau, my thanks to the detectives from the surrounding agencies and detectives of the Norwood PD for being here for the day to undergo that training.